Do you recycle poorly? Greetings and welcome to the Contracting Guy. I am the Contracting Guy, and today I want to talk to you about recycling. Nah, I'm not talking about greening the earth, or I'm not talking about what to do with your plastics or the straws, or how you're going to handle those stupid masks that we've been wearing. But more importantly, how do you handle recycling when you're looking at proposal development? It's been my experience, it's not consistent, but it's been my experience that a number of people, when they're developing proposals, recycle their proposal, the proposal format, everything. They recycle it. Now, that in and of itself isn't necessarily bad. What occurs, though, is that if you're not attentive to your recycling method, that you end up with serious defects in your proposal. For instance, I'll give you a couple. Using it when you're recycling your proposal, you leave the name of the previous agency in your proposal. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. I said, yeah, that's like eating. When I get that as a contracting officer, I look at that as getting leftovers after Thanksgiving. And that's just not the yesterday's Thanksgiving leftovers. It's like 2 days or a week later. So what am I eating this for? Somebody else had it. Now I'm having their stuff. Whenever you're creating a proposal, it should be fresh. It should be new. It should be focused, and it should not be somebody else's. So that's one thing I want to prepare yourself for. Be attentive to that. Don't recycle if you're not going to do it smart. Another instance of poor recycling occurs when we get a proposal, and as a contracting officer, if you send me that proposal in, let's say, a Word format as opposed to a PDF, I could go into portions of that document and do a keyword search, or maybe even do an identification of track changes. So if I look into your document and I hit track changes, would I be able to see all the narrative that goes into your document that you didn't want me to see, but because you did not render it into a final situation or a piece, I'm now able to go and hit track changes. Suddenly all the narrative that you have is at my disposal. All the information is there. Now, I suppose that when you're looking at recycling, you don't think of stuff like that. But the reality is I do, because I've seen it. And frankly, I find it a bit funny when I see somebody else's work being presented to me as if it were brand new, whether it's a name that's still in there, or if I do track changes and the comments that are made are interesting or snide. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Wonder what else they have to say. Click, click, click. So a couple takeaways for you is that if you're going to recycle, be smart about it. Make sure that I don't know that you're recycling. I know that you use standard formats and things of that nature, and that's fine. But when you serve something to me, present it as if it was the first time it was presented, and that it's been scrubbed by you or your people to ensure that other people's names or identifying features aren't on there, to include old solicitation numbers when they're irrelevant. Oftentimes that's captured at the bottom where you have footnotes or somehow, those things there. So take a look at it. Bottom line is, if you're going to recycle, be smart about it. This is the Contracting Guy. I'm out. Thank you for watching the Contracting Guy. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. We'd appreciate that. This is the Contracting Guy. I'm out.